Little People, Big World's TORY Roloff says her father didn't approve of her relationship with Zach. Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Zach and TORY Roloff are opening up about the early stages of their relationship when family questioned their love. On Thursday's episode of the Raising Heights podcast, the Little People, Big World alums talk about their experience as a mixed-height couple, with TORY being average-sized and Zach having dwarfism. During the conversation, TORY reveals that like many people, her family and friends had questions when she revealed that she was dating Zach, especially her father, who wasn't keen on the idea at first. "I can remember getting ready to go on a date with you and saying who you were and showing him a picture of you and him being like, 'No, what are you talking about?'" she recalls to Zach. "This is not the guy I pictured for you." He literally asked, like, "Are you sure?" multiple times. He was like, "I don't know about this." She adds, "Then he met you, and I joke all the time, but pretty sure my dad likes you better than me now. My whole family likes you more." TORY, 33, and Zach, 34, began dating while they were in high school in 2011. The pair tied the knot in 2015 on the Roloff family farm. Together, they are parents of Jackson, 7, Lilia, 4, and Joja, 2. TORY says that when her father met Zach, his perception of him and the height difference changed. "As far as the height difference though, he definitely overlooked that once he met you," TORY says. "He was like, 'Oh, I think I get it.'" As for her family and friends, they also had questions and concerns about their romance, but they let them go once they got to know Zach. "I think that there were questions when we started dating from my friends and family. But once everyone met you, they were like, 'Gosh, I get why this girl is into him. I get this scenario, I get this relationship.' Height didn't matter," she shares. Zach notes that as a person with a disability, you want people to overlook the obvious physical aspect, despite how hard it may be. TORY had no issue doing that. "You look for all these things that are wrong when the person's not right for you," TORY says. "Once I met you, even though your height is different than what I would have imagined, there was nothing wrong with you. There was nothing that I could pick apart." TORY and Zach agree that they haven't faced a lot of public adversity during their relationship, but chalk that up to their Little People, Big World fame. The pair also note that tuning people out has also worked in their favor. "Outside opinions shouldn't matter," TORY says. "They could have kept me from happiness, and they could have kept you away from happiness as well. We didn't let other people's opinions come between us or our relationship." TORY and Zach's love story played out during their time on Little People, Big World. Zach's family, including his parents, Amy and Matt Roloff, and 3 siblings all appeared on the series since 2006. Earlier this year, TORY and Zach officially exited the series with their kids at the end of the last season. Related to content, TORY and Zach Roloff give update following 4-year-old Lila's surgery. Zach and TORY Roloff talk, possibly homeschooling their 3 kids. Zach Roloff says his relationship with dad Matt is not great. Little People, Big World. Matt Roloff tears up recalling family's ups and downs, exclusive. TORY Roloff recalls questions from family and friends over whether Zach was right for her. Though her loved ones were initially skeptical, TORY said that the height just didn't matter once they met Zach and learned more about their relationship. TORY and Zach Roloff have been married for nearly a decade. TORY admits that her husband wasn't who she and her loved ones initially had in mind. In a Tuesday, June 20 episode of the couple's Raising Heights podcast, the former Little People, Big World stars opened up about being in a mixed-height relationship. When asked if she had ever pictured herself not marrying someone who was over 6 feet tall, TORY confessed that she never imagined she would. "The answer is no," she said candidly. "It's funny because growing up, I had lots of, like, okay, not to sound conceited, but there were a couple guys who were admirers of me that I would write them off and say like, oh, they're too short." Now that she's had time to reflect on her dating life, TORY explained that height was never an issue, but rather she was looking for an excuse to leave her relationships. It was me being like, I don't actually care for this person. I don't see myself with this person, she continued, adding how her perspective shifted once she met Zach. Once I met you, even though your height was different than what I imagined, there was nothing wrong with you. There was nothing that I could pick apart and be like, oh, I can't date this guy because he's too short. TORY wasn't the only one who had initial hesitations. The TLC star revealed that her father was also skeptical about whether or not Zach would be a good match. I can remember getting ready to go on a date with you and saying who you were and showing my dad a picture of you and him being like, no. What? No. What are you talking about? This is not the guy I pictured for you. This is not right, she recalled. He literally asked, are you sure? Multiple times, he was like, I don't know about this. And then he met you, she laughed. I joke all the time because I'm pretty sure my dad likes you better than me now. Once her father met Zach, TORY said that their height difference was definitely overlooked, and he understood why she liked him so much. Related, TORY Roloff admits she has the best job in the world, as she celebrates Mother's Day with her 3 kids. I think that there were definitely questions when we started dating from my friends and family, she continued. But then once everyone met you, everyone was like, gosh, I get why this girl's into him. I get this scenario and this relationship, and then the height just didn't matter.